We're going to ask everyone to take their seats. And please join me in welcoming the class of 2022 National Honor Society members. Members, you may take your seats. Members of the faculty and administration, Principal McLeod, Ms. Kathy Scanlon, who joins us in her role as Vice President of the Scholarship Foundation of Wakefield, guests, students, and viewers at home or from the athletic fields and courts of tournament contests, welcome to the National Honor Society induction ceremony. This evening, we are gathered here to formally recognize students in the class of 2022 who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as members of our National Honor Society chapter. For any current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Our chapter is proud to have been inducting new members for decades, and with today's ceremony indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and our community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students. In addition to the strong academic records which established their eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations, and we serve our school and community through many activities, including, but not limited to, food and mask drives, childcare and after-school homework support, volunteering at local businesses and nonprofit organizations, coaching youth sports, shoveling after winter storms, and doing other miscellaneous yard work, cleaning our community and contributing to recycling and waste reduction efforts, creating care packages for residents in assisted living communities, serving food to those in need, and peer tutoring, our chapter's service project for the 2021-2022 school year. We are proud of this record of accomplishment and welcome these new members who bring energy in support of our continuing work as a chapter. Now, please welcome our principal, Amy McLeod, who will offer congratulatory remarks to our class of 2022 inductees.
Good evening, everyone. I'm really happy to be able to welcome you back to our buildings for this in-person induction ceremony. It really is a treat to be able to be all together to celebrate all of our students and their accomplishments. Inductees, it gives me great pride to welcome you to this ceremony and to offer my congratulations to all of you for embracing and embodying the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society and for having been both academic and civic leaders in a time when intellectual curiosity, service leadership, and civic engagement are deeply needed in our country. You are certainly a distinguished group, and you deserve this celebration tonight, so congratulations. I would also like to thank all the families who are joining us tonight, and those who couldn't be here and who are watching on WCAT. These students are here tonight because of your love, your support, your influence, and your guidance. So you also deserve thanks and applause for everything you have done and will continue to do for our students to help them be successful. I would be remiss if I didn't give a word of thanks for our faculty and staff, their mentorship of our students, and the thoughtful instruction and support that they provide for our students every day. In particular, I would like to thank National Honor Society Advisor, Ms. Meg Delory, for all of her hard work and organization, especially in making tonight events special. So thanks, Meg. Finally, for our fabulous partners, WCAT, I see you guys up there. Thank you so much for your help and for televising this tonight. We really appreciate it. So finally, tonight, you should all embrace a feeling of accomplishment and intellectual achievement. I hope as National Honor Society scholars that you will continue to work toward integrating the 4 pillars into your lives to help you and those around you become the people you want to see in our world, people who continue to value and uphold scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Congratulations and thank you.
I would now like to invite Maggie Leone, our chapter president, to the stage.
Thank you, Principal McLeod. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Wakefield Memorial High School chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society. My fellow members of the Executive Committee of the chapter will now review these qualities for the candidates. We begin with scholarship, presented by Vice President Stephanie Kaitlin.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their worlds through opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Service, presented by Secretary Kaitlin Patt.
Service can be established in the routine of a day's work where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need, without monetary compensation or public recognition, is the quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Leadership, presented by Treasurer Sophie Brown.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, the real leader should strive to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go further than others when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffective without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members.
Character, presented by Treasurer Donald Dubuque.
Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life and, once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must, in reality, be what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
Thank you, Executive Committee. At this time, we would like to invite Ms. Kathy Scanlon to address our inductees and their guests. Ms. Scanlon currently serves as Vice President of the Scholarship Foundation, TSF, of Wakefield. She'll be sharing words of wisdom from her fellow TSF Director, Michael Bedreau, who planned to be here tonight until the field hockey team's tournament game was announced. Thank you, Vice President Scanlon, for joining us this evening. We are grateful for your service and example and are honored to share the stage with you.
Good evening. I am Kathy Scanlon. Mike Boudreau was scheduled to be here tonight, and he apologizes for not being able to make it, but is watching his daughter Abby at the field hockey game. I want to first thank Maggie Delory and everyone involved in the National Honor Society for the invitation for the Scholarship Foundation of Wakefield to participate in this year's induction ceremony. I want to congratulate all of the NHS inductees this year. We are so honored to be joining this special group tonight. While many of you may already know a little bit about TSF, I wanted to share some interesting facts. TSF of Wakefield was formed in 1960 with the intent to assist local students to meet the cost of higher education. And since that time, we have focused on expanding the number of scholarship recipients and the size of the scholarships. Since 1960, TSF has helped more than 12,350 students to obtain a higher education and has awarded over $14.8 million in scholarships. These scholarships are primarily need-based, awarded to any Wakefield resident who demonstrates financial need and is pursuing a secondary education as a full-time student, enrolled in a degree or certificate program at a community college, a 2-year school, a 4-year college, university, vocational, technical, or graduate school. In 2021, TSF awarded $730,000 to 279 local Wakefield students, with individual awards ranging from $600 to $4,000. For 2022, our plan is to award $770,000. So make sure you get your application in and apply for that scholarship. Applications for next year we'll start accepting them on January 1st, and the deadline to get the application in is March 31st, 2022. You can find the application on our website, tsfofwakefield.org. And remember, It's not just a one-and-done scholarship. Apply all 4 years while you're in school because it's something you can get all 4 years while you're in college. So make sure you remember to apply each year. Funding for the TSF comes from many different individuals, businesses, memorials, and fundraising events, and income earned from our investments. We try to keep our administrative expenses very low with only one full-time employee, 40 volunteer directors, and 30 student high school directors, of which 11 of them are being inducted into National Honor Society tonight. We want to give them a special congratulations. Kaylee Porter, Stephanie Curran, Sophia Callahan, Amanda Nett, Maeve Racine, Kaitlin Patt, Christina Covell, Emily Jillian, Aloni Ortiz, Emma Johnson, and Olivia Johnson. TSF currently has 595 permanent funds and 5 accumulating funds. A fund is permanent when it reaches $10,000. We also have an opportunity for a one-time scholarship for a minimum unrestricted donation of $500. Many funds are named in honor of businesses, teachers, coaches, or Wakefield High School alumni classes. Many funds remember deceased community and family members, both young and old. Beyond distributing scholarships, all of us at TSF feel that it is equally important in the role we play to remember and honor so many of our townspeople and local organizations. It's a role that's very important to all of us at TSF to be able to remember these individuals in such a positive and active way. A real-life example, my family had started a fund in memory of my in-laws who valued education but were unable to attend college. We always look forward to the beautiful thank you notes that we get each year when the recipient receives the scholarship. So if you are fortunate enough to receive a scholarship, I highly encourage you to write a thank you note. It really means a lot to the donors. Tell them a little bit about yourself, where you're going to school, what you're studying. It doesn't have to be long, and it is not difficult. TSF conducts many fundraising events on an annual basis. The golf tournament, the trivia night, but our biggest fundraising event is our annual phone-a-thon. Our phone-a-thon is held in mid-March. We welcome all members of the National Honor Society to join us as volunteers on that Saturday afternoon. Students will earn National Honor Society service credits while helping us raise money for scholarships for Wakefield students. Last year at our phone-a-thon, we raised $57,000. It was a virtual event, so make sure that you follow us on both Facebook and Instagram. Beyond being invited to speak to all of you about the Scholarship Foundation, I was also asked to reflect and speak to you on the National Honor Society's core value of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Over the 26 years that I've lived in Wakefield, I have been fortunate enough to be involved in many local community organizations with incredibly dedicated individuals that I respect. People often ask me why I volunteer. There are all sorts of phrases that might explain this, such as, leave the world a better place than when you arrived. But in many ways, I think that the core values of the National Honor Society encapsulate so much of what I believe all of us should strive for as individuals and members of society. We need to take care of others, respect each other's opinions, make the world a better place, and be role models for others to emulate. All of you here today, in part because of what you have done academically, but also there is so much more than just your grades and GPA. You are here because you have demonstrated in your own unique way the core values of leadership, service, and above all else, mind and character. All of the NHS inductees are our future, and you have certainly proven yourself in your young lives to be worthy of our hope that the world will be a better place to live with you in charge someday. So I encourage all of you to get out there and experience life. Don't be afraid to take risks, try new adventures, take care of others, and make the world a better place in your own unique way. I am fully confident that you are all up for this task. Best of luck and congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Scanlon. I'll now re-invite Maggie to the microphone to help lead our members in taking the pledge.
In commitment to following Ms. Scanlon and Mr. Boudreau's example and to the qualities that serve as pillars of the National Honor Society, I now ask the new inductees to join me in raising their right hands and repeating the pledge after me. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands, and will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character.
Now, I'll invite each formally inducted member of the National Honor Society to the stage. Members will stand row by row and approach the stage. They'll cross the stage when their name is called and will place their candles, symbolizing their commitment to our pillars and all that we've celebrated here this evening, upon the table. They will receive their certificates of membership from Principal McLeod and will then return to their seats. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge that several members could not attend this evening's ceremony, including members of the girls' volleyball and field hockey teams, who have first-round games in the Massachusetts State Tournament for their respective sports this evening. Though they are not in attendance, we celebrate their accomplishments equally and will read their names for recognition. I also ask that our guests hold their applause until all names have been read. Starting with our executive committee, while our first row stands and proceeds to the edge of the stairs, I invite the following members of the National Honor Society to the stage to receive their certificates of membership. Maggie Leone, Stephanie Curran, Kaitlin Patt, Sophie Brown, Donald Dubuque, Mary Rose Anjum, Shabazz Anwar, Logan Armstrong, Ava Barnard, Zachariah Baumhart, Caroline Benedetto, Abigail Boudreau, Morgan Brennan, James Buckley, Sophia Callahan, Braden Carroll, Ashling Casey, Emily Chan, Michelle Champy, Caroline Collins, Matthew Conley, Allison Connor, Christina Cavell, Mia Dardis, Emanuela De Rousseau, Claire Donahue, Hannah Federici, Emily Federici. Addison Festal. Donovan Foley. Allison Fordy. Emily Gillen. Uma Gerwick. Emma Gretorix. Elena Greco. Genevieve Greco. AJ Haradasi. Zachary Harder. Yana Herzog. Rachel Hoffman. Kaylin Hurley. Luke Ickes. Emma Johnson. Olivia Johnson. Annie King. Nicholas Knowles. Panayota Katrubis. Kaylee Lamberti. Abigail Lane. Abigail Leary. Madeline Lococo. Elena Lottie. Miranda Macaluso. Ryan Marsh. Colin Oliveri. Alani Ortiz. Oh no, wrong row. I'm so sorry. Evan McCarthy. I got so excited. Evan McCarthy. Bailey McDevitt. Owen McElhaney. Ferris Milanato. Martin Manazian. Vanessa Moran. John Morris. Lisa Meridian. Johanna Murphy. Jamie Murray. Nilla Marugan. Angelina Nardone. Amanda Nett. Kaylee O'Rourke. Haley Ogier. Colin Oliveri. Alani Ortiz. Michael Parent. Emanuela Partica. Sia Patel. Kaylee Petrino. Nicholas Polari. Kaylee Porter. Ashley Purcell. Maeve Racine. Aiden Riley. Drew Riley. Michael Roberto. Jade Roycroft. Madeline Seabury. Samantha Seabury. Samantha Sheedy. Elizabeth Stevens. Ryan Stewart. Riley Sunkin. McKenna Sweeney. Elise Terrio. Aspen Tulloch. Diego Windsor. Emily Walker. Jacqueline Woosh. Amber Rorick. And Sydney Yee. Please join me in applauding all of our National Honor Society members from the class of 2022. Members in the class of 2022, you all are bright lights representing the many accomplishments and great successes of our school community and are destined for great things to come. This concludes our program for this evening. Thank you all for attending our National Honor Society induction ceremony. Congratulations, students. You may recess from the auditorium to join your guests.